I'm a DJ boy, going to Dcentral, making NFTs, I'm a DeFi, being crypto poor but JPay rich.
NFTs are moving beyond just PFPs. In order to add value to anything, especially the metaverse, it needs to include utility. Our next speaker is going to speak on just that. Introducing from Astra Metaverse, Delz Erinle.
Yo, hey everyone. How's everyone doing? We're good? Yeah, I hope it's been a great day. So I'm Delz. I'm here to talk to you about how NFTs with utility get us from Web3 to the metaverse. So, just a little about me. So I'm a Web3 venture and protocol designer. Have a background in economics, UX design, and product innovation. So, been building in this space for about 2-3 years now, and kind of like during lockdown, started thinking like, how can we teleport people to stores to go shopping since we're all locked down at home? So we started doing this, like developing this idea, got a team of 15 people together, got a grant from Epic Games, creators of Fortnite and Unreal Engine, and we've been building this metaverse idea for the past 2 years. Very shortly, very quickly, let me just take us through the journey. So Web 1, pretty much the version of the internet where you just had to read. It was kind of like a newspaper. It's like, you're just reading everything all through. Then we moved to Web 2, which is the current status of the internet where we're at right now. So Web 2 is pretty much being able to read as well as being able to write. So you can reply to your friends' messages like on Facebook, on Instagram. It was pretty much read and write. Web 3 is all about being able to read, write, and own. So in Web 3, powered by the blockchain infrastructure, you don't just only get to read and write. You get to read, write, and participate in ownership because you're contributing to value creation on the blockchain. So the metaverse, ever since Meta went, Facebook went Meta, metaverse has been everywhere. It's this, I don't know if people say it's like mumbo jumbo, it's crap, it's all BS. But, the metaverse is one of the most important things that's going to happen to, how we go from Web3 to a version of the internet where digital assets matter and sustainability is very important. So I define the metaverse as a decentralized network of virtual experiences which are designed for avatars the same way the real world is designed for our physical bodies. So the metaverse, is really, really important for us to have our personalized avatars. And these avatars, which are 3D versions of ourselves, are kind of 3D wallets. So your avatar could have things like your body measurements and then walk into a virtual store to go shopping and you receive it in real life in your size. Your avatar could have all your different payment methods. Your avatar is pretty much you in 3D. The contrarian idea I have about the avatars, about the metaverse is that for a lot of companies, for instance, Facebook, it's about socializing and being present virtually. For Epic Games, for instance, it's about gaming. But for me, the metaverse is about sustainability. So how do we give 3D assets powers? How do we make 3D assets important? Right now, NFTs are pretty much just like these PFPs or pictures everywhere, but NFTs can empower ideas to have value before they're physically produced. In the real world right now, especially in the fashion industry, loads of people out here wearing really cool stuff, but a lot of stuff gets thrown away, gets destroyed because no one has bought them. So we have brands out here manufacturing things that don't need to be manufactured because they don't have no owners and then they get thrown away and they get trashed. But imagine a scenario where ideas are NFTs before production. So this shirt I'm wearing, if I didn't buy it already as an NFT, there would be no need to produce it. Fashion brands can then operate in a much more sustainable way, and then these assets are traded from avatar to avatar because they have value before they're physically produced because they are NFTs, and that simply increases sustainability of the real world. That has a 10x, 100x, 1000x effect if every single person is producing their assets as 3D assets first, which they then, put into a gaming environment. So if you want to go chill with your friends in an environment, you go through a virtual store and you're like, oh, I like this outfit. You wear that outfit for your avatar. You go to that environment, to that experience, and then oh, people like this outfit. Let me get it for real life. That's when we know we're in the metaverse. So it's not about gaming. All of that is built on top of that sort of understanding. And yeah, the truth of the matter is NFTs need to have digital utility. Phygital is a very weird word. I'm from London and they hate it. You know, British people hate it when you mess up their words. But like phygital means physical and digital. So right now, when you go play a game like whatever it is you're playing, play the game like a hovercraft or like a jetpack, that could be a toy in real life. So it's kind of like starting as an NFT for a supply chain where people buy things that are cool and have IP and are deemed as like relevant. First, clothes could also be NFTs, you know, like limited edition drops from like the biggest of brands. You could buy those as NFTs first and then, you know, receive them in real life. And that shouldn't say toys, that should say something more like, you know, membership or anything or like, you know, different things. So that's kind of how we see NFTs. Now going back to like what we started doing in 2020, trying to teleport people to virtual stores to go shopping, started doing this thing we call meta-commerce. And it's kind of like playing a game, but you're buying NFTs that have real life utility, pretty much like clothes, but in virtual environments. It's like going shopping, but playing a multiplayer game. You know, you're heading there with your friend's avatar, you can see what they're wearing and like, oh, that looks cool, that doesn't look cool, you should wear this, you should wear that. Just think of how much fun that is compared to like the typical shopping experience. Typical shopping experience has not changed since 1992. And that's a whole lot of BS. Like, just imagine how much better it would be if instead of going shopping, you know, some people when they shop, they're on the phone with their friends, trying to send them links, like, what do you think about this, what do you think about that? But eventually, when Apple drops like a, you know, there's no way Apple is not going to drop like a sick-ass killer VR headset. You can throw that on, go with your friends into like this virtual environment and go shopping. And that's why we're building Astra. So Astra is what we've been building since 2020, backed by Epic Games, incubated by NVIDIA and a host of other projects. And we go live tomorrow, so playastra.com. Don't say I didn't do anything for you. You try it out demo, you could be one of the first to like, you know, win some really, really cool NFTs that actually have real life utility. So you should definitely check this out. So Astra, you could play games, trade NFTs, and make new friends. And what makes us like really cool and very, very important is that we have gone from like, you know, this thing where we've been building for 2 years and looking, understanding, iterating as a student of like product innovation. It's not just like we decided to release like PFPs and then promise you this sick roadmap on like, oh, in the next 5 years, we're going to be all going to be in the metaverse. No, we spent 2 years building the product. And then if you try out our product and you give us feedback on our website at playastra.com, then you get on our whitelist, you know, doing things the right way, not just trying to like rip off people with like some cartoony NFTs. So the most important part of this is that like we're building a metaverse operating system or protocol. And what we want to do with this is make it very easy for anyone to spin up their own virtual store. You know, that's like, I think people are building the wrong thing. When someone tells you they're building a metaverse, they do it in a centralized way. They want to dictate, this is going to be how this is going to be how that is, but no one can build the metaverse, you know. It's a network of different things. So networks are built on top of protocols. And you get where I'm going with this. So yeah, I think all I really want to say is, you know, shout out to you guys for staying this long. You know, it's 3:50. I thought it was going to be like 5 people here. So yeah, please check out playastra.com. It's going to be live tomorrow. We aren't going to like tweet anything about it. Giving you alpha. Check it out and tell us what you think. So yeah, that's pretty much me. My Twitter is Wolf of New Street. I'm a Metaverse OG. And yeah, check out playastra.com, guys. Thank you so much. Peace.